thank you so much for the opportunity, and back to you, Toastmaster.
So now I would call upon the evaluators. So evaluators like this person, he's like very process oriented, and he's responsible for accounts as well as he's accountable also.
Good one.
So I would, we have heard about like prepared speakers. So he's actually a prepared evaluator. So he'll actually prepare for his evaluation and will come. And I would call upon the process-oriented leader, DDM Sateesh.
Thank you so much, Hema. Good morning again, Meraki, and to the esteemed speaker member. So I would start with the things which you fared well comparing to the previous speech evaluation feedbacks also. So number one, the thing which catch the attention for me, I would say, is about the picture. We say the picture speaks 1,000 words. So the kind of a picture you started with your speech about the people standing in a queue and waiting for a petrol. From there you connected into the EV. It was a nice way to connect with the audience, whether give them some prelude of what you're going to talk about it. Number two, the topic selection, I would say. This is kind of a need of the hour. Everybody is looking at how this is going to be managed on the increasing inflations. The need of the hour topic, and top it all, it was not only with some kind of a basics or technical information. It is more about how your personal experience. How did you got it about a year back? How this rain and shine, how it is helping you, and what kind of expenses you spend it. The second one, which is the need of the hour and connect with the audience. The third one is, did you create an interest with the audience? Yes, of course, for me, when I'm looking for someone using currently the IC engines, and when I look for a EV, you created interest. Also, you did not stop at talking about what is this about only the batteries. What could be the future of this also, not only the EV as option, there is part of the future option. So when it comes to the things which you can do better, number one, since it was comparing the previous speech to this speech where you gave the online to the in-person speech, you could have better managed your presentation, though it is a laptop. You need not to depend on the laptop. You can just put this laptop to someone to just operate to this next screens. You can have a cue cards if you really want it. Or you can even make only the statements out of this, and easily you can connect with the audience so that your body speaks. You need not to confine yourself into one space. The second one, the feedback already gave in the last speech as well. It's about how do you connect between the opening to closure. It was a grand opening where you had the people standing in a queue and what you asked the question, then went into the EV. The kind of closure what you had, do you think the EV is the future? It's create a kind of a bit of confusion for the audience. Are you really talking pro or boon to that? So that's the only suggestion I would have. Overall, the eye-catching opening, the need of the topic, connecting with the audience. When you improve on this, taking care of the cue cards rather than depending on the presentation, also try to relate it from the callback technique. I'm sure it can go places. Thank you.